Welcome everybody. We are here for some Ultra Street Fighter 4 action. It's the one and only Team Chris alongside the awesome Cujo Kate.
What's up everybody? And we are a little bit into this top 8 bracket, but let's take a look and see what has happened so far. In winners, we had Hoishi versus Vet.
That's going to be a good one there. Hoishi using Elena. So for all you Elena fans, both of you, you're going to see some awesome Elena action going underneath people's bread and butter combos and having an un-anti-airable jump. On the other side of winners here, we got SMUG the Beast getting it done with his Dudley. We saw him win CEO recently against Asian Demon in that awesome grand finals. Go check that out. And he will be going up against
POKCHOP.
Local legend here, POKCHOP, with his
right.
Able. We've seen him do work. The very own, no Round Brown's very own POKCHOP, the legend. I give him a thumbs up. They're ready. Both fighters ready to go here. And yeah, super excited shout outs to NYCFurby. Arturo holding it down, putting it all together here. And we are live at Summer Jam. Nothing but love. It's just great being here in the Big E tournaments. And you know, one thing you got to shout out about these tournaments, we got casuals on Sunday. There are casual setups with people playing casuals on a Sunday, so that's awesome. And NEC is going to be here at this venue too in a few months, so stay tuned for that.
December 9th through the 11th at Cherry Hill, NEC, and we are starting up. So here we go, SMUG versus POKCHOP and the winners.
I love this outfit by Able there. It looks like an 80s hero about to take out one version of the Predator, and SMUG got them links.
That's right, first neutral jump combo to start off this round. Okay.
Man, it's incredible there, Kate, how POKCHOP blocked an overhead, and SMUG just keeps on going. The train keeps on running.
That's it. Great strong round there for SMUG POKCHOP. You know, one thing for sure, once that momentum gets started with Able, you never know what's going to happen. So POKCHOP just getting started.
Yeah, Able has always been one of the highest damage dealers in the game. Oh, great stuff, FADC after the step kick shenanigans. But SMUG's like, nah, I got to TP out of there. But POKCHOP with that nice little low profile.
That's right. Okay, here we go. SMUG turning up the gas here. POKCHOP very patient in the corner right now, fighting his way out.
Seriously, great stopping there. Oh, got him teching. Tech, wrecked, and overhead to the dome. That should close it out. A quick 1-0 from SMUG. What I like, though, is POKCHOP's got some really solid blocking going on there. I mean, like, but it's just not enough. And now SMUG can see that POKCHOP is looking to get that step kick shenanigans in there.
That's right. Yeah, he's trying to get within that command grab range. Here we go. What's the mix-up going to be?
Yeah, and Abel's got the quickest command grab in SF4, I do believe. His command grab is capable of stuffing an ultra spinning pile driver from Zangief. It's a beautiful thing to see.
Okay, just at a throw range there. Okay, with the mix-up with the machine gun blow.
Yep, keeping it classy. Oh, caught him on the
start up with the throw. Oh, the rose is on the screen, and here we go, the air juggle into the stun. Wow, great. The
no kill. Too much scaling.
Oh.
Yeah. Street Fighter 4 does scale your combos, excluding the Ultras. I know in Street Fighter 5 they make sure that the scaling point leaves it at most 50%, but in Ultra, when you go that deep, you're not gonna, there's some times where, you know, hitting an Ultra will do as much damage as basically a standing throw.
Now POKCHOP still has a chance here. This is match point for SMUG. Oh, here we go. Yep. Okay, focus attack. Great job there.
Using that armor there to get through, that's a great tactic there. But SMUG checking the dash. My man's got reactions, not afraid to use them. Overhead to the dome. Is that going to be stun, Kate? Yes, it is.
And that's it. We're going to have target combo in the corner. SMUG is going to close it out. POKCHOP does have a second chance in the losers bracket of this top 8. Oh, it's 3 out of 5.
Oh, all of top 8's 3 out of 5.
Okay,
hey, I'm a fan of 3 out of 5's top 8, so I'm sure the chat is as well. And, you know, we get to see more SMUG in action. Let's see how POKCHOP responds. So, I like the way SMUG is responding to the step kick. Like, he's very experienced with that, but POKCHOP's got them links.
Okay, POKCHOP really keeping the pressure up and trying to get the jump in on SMUG right now.
Yeah, and even on block, that dash cancel is able to continue the pressure with those low
Oh
shorts.
man, right focus combo. Let's go.
The Rojo into another overhead.
Yeah, that's one of the great additions to Ultra. You know, the Ultra version, accessing that red focus.
You're a big fan of the red focus, Kate?
I like it. Yeah.
A lot of people do. A lot of people love it. I'm kind of on the fence about it. I mean, I understand certain characters needed it. Like Zangief definitely needed it to be a more competitive character in the game. Oh yeah, he called out that step kick. But I mean, like, did Yun need it? Like, I feel like they nerfed Canadian by giving him a red focus. They just destroyed everything.
There you go, Abel, slowing down the pace of the game a little bit there, trying to find a way to get the command grab. Oh, just out of range. Here we
Again,
go.
amazing backdash by SMUG after the step kick, catching that, and then sends him back down.
That's it, wake up EX command grab. And the
Cornered
throw
himself.
is going to do it. Fantastic stuff there for SMUG.
And it just seemed like he was just capitalizing on all of those areas and making that overhead look like it's safe. I mean, it was just brilliant. Like, the pressure just kept coming more and more. But what else, as I play SMUG more and more and I see, it's those little increments of defense that he puts in between those things. Like, you saw how he responded to each of those step kicks. And honestly, like, credit where it's due to POKCHOP, those step kicks were on point.
Right.
Like, when the step kick hit, he was able to get the link, not an easy link, and then still able to get those dash cancels in there to the strings with the low shorts. I mean, when you don't react properly to those, like, Abel feels that he has complete free range of movement when he's able to do that. But SMUG was able to check, backdash, do things in the right areas, so really it limited a lot of POKCHOP's offense.
It did.
Even where it was converting, yeah.
He did. And you could see that POKCHOP was trying to get the fishing into the confirm for his command grab setups and everything. And usually how Abel has the roll to either side, he wasn't able to access some of that superior movement that Abel has because Dudley was shutting a lot of that down. So POKCHOP has a second chance in the losers bracket, and we're going to see how he's going to do in there. But thank you guys so much for joining us at Summer Jam. And, you know, we have a fantastic top 8. Some of our top 8 players weren't able to join us. We have Auto Demon was unable to make it due to some work concerns. The
job told him you got to die 1,000 deaths today.
That's right.
Yeah, unfortunately, instead of the rest of the bracket. But I'm a big fan of his Akuma. Like, definitely was great things to see. So, congrats on making it in the top 8.
Yes.
And
he had won Combo Breaker, made second at CEO against SMUG, and made third at EVO. But, yeah, he was unable to make it. And same thing with Hoishi.
Hoishi
is now also out of the bracket. So we are
oh wow,
forward.
Hoishi couldn't make it. Yeah.
Well, he was DQ'd.
Oh,
I saw that
yeah.
Hoishi
was excellent. He sent me to losers. His Elena. I did my best with Rose. For those who know that matchup, it's like, I would say it's like a stage 7 cancer. I would say that matchup, Rose versus Elena. Yeah, Hoishi's Elena was excellent to see. So. Yeah, but congrats on them making the top 8 and everything. So still, it's an honor. You know, I got a medal here from my work, and I'm an Alpha 2. So next thing we got going on in losers bracket, we got some old names here. We got WAXSOLID. So WAXSOLID, a lot of you online players know. I know in some a lot of the SF4 leagues that go on. Shout out to Jacko and DJ Vest who put on that amazing league and keeps the community going. And I know for years, like, WAXSOLID has been tearing it up on the East Coast.
Yes.
He is highlighting and picking Ryu, and he's going to go up against IGOTDEMBOMBS. And IGOTDEMBOMBS also had a very solid performance in some other tournaments. He uses Chun-Li, so I'm happy about that. Chun-Li, I think Chun-Li is a top tier character in this game, as she is in every game. You know, because Kate, as the games age and expand and get better, like, the people who practice Chun-Li become more refined and they're able to reach her execution ceiling. However, I feel like Chun-Li's execution ceiling in Street Fighter 4 is really high. Like, my friend Flash, you know, who I learned a lot from, he's the one who told me, like, Chun-Li might be the best character in the game. It's just nobody really knows how to fully utilize her potential. Some people could get there, like the likes of Nuki, Valmaster, some of those, but I'm liking what Solid's doing here.
Yes.
Focusing the Hazanchu.
Ooh, there you go. And just right there with that forward fierce, you can see that long range Chun-Li has able to get the reach on Ryu. And Chun-Li, last bit of her lightning legs.
Great anti-air there. Yeah, and going back to that stand fierce, as you mentioned, I think this game has the best version of that button. Especially how good the reach is and recovery of that low medium punch, because in Street Fighter V, it's unsafe. And it has a little bit of a slide, but I like the way her buttons are put together in this game.
Yes.
One thing that's curious here is this is a Team Chris medium take for y'all. I do not like W Ultra. I hate it. I'm not a fan.
Oh.
It does no damage.
Yeah, the damage is a little lower.
Ooh, that was interesting. He broke up the focus with only one hit of that jumping fierce. But usually if you get both of them hits, it breaks the focus and gets a really free jump in for Chun-Li.
I think it was because the focus was still at a level 1. So
yeah.
It was still so early. Oh, man.
Yeah, good call out there.
Catches.
Yeah, called him on the backdash. So.
Oh, a little bit of trade on the spinning bird kick. Okay, here we go. Chun-Li trying to get a little bit more breathing room right over the EX Fireball. Great play.
Yeah, that was a solid, pun intended, FADC. Getting the fireball, but when you do the FADC combos, and for those of you who are going to get into Street Fighter 6, myself included, they are bringing back the element of the FADC with the drive impact. There are some ways that you could kind of use that button to function the same way as FADC works. So one thing you got to be aware of is where your dash ends, and Solid had some great awareness of that in seeing that he could only get the low forward after. So instead of going for the full damage, he gets the low forward within reach and is able to close it out and get one up on the board. So my issue with W Ultra with Chun-Li, Kate, is the fact that you do get access to Kikosha, which is probably the easiest Ultra in the game to hit. Oh no! He was waiting on that level 3.
Nice anti-air. Okay, Chun-Li right now locked in the corner. Roundhouse closes it out.
Check the dash.
That was such a great setup. You know, forcing IGOTDEMBOMBS into the corner, and then your only options are trying to get the jump out or fighting your way through on the ground. Awesome stuff there once again by WAXSOLID.
You always want to, when you have a character cornered, you always want to give them a little bit of room. You want to give them room to make mistakes, try to jump out. Oh, 3 links! My man just got a 3-piece of the darkest of the dark beat. Like, really tender bones there. 2 low strongs into that low fierce.
Okay, WAXSOLID.
Oh, called out the backdash. Was that an OS? No!
Great, fantastic.
Nobody home, but here comes the punish.
Into Ultra for IGOTDEMBOMBS.
See, I mean, like, that Ultra is a very damaging combo, and especially if you could do the dash Ultra, which I can do through a fireball. I love that dash Ultra. It's my favorite. That's actually my favorite mechanic in this game. So Wax goes up 2-0. It's 3-0 set. Remember, all top 8. What I love about the Dash Ultra is it could like completely kill the fireball from full screen. You can do it with Chun-Li, you can do it with Boxer. I think you could also do it with Dictator. I'm not too sure. But the thing is that like it does so much damage when you connect with it. And it's like, do you really want to... I would commit to, in this matchup, I would commit to Ultra 1. Because you're not going to get that much damage from Kikosha.
Right, that's true.
That's the trade-off. Because it's the easiest Ultra to hit, because you can confirm it off of like almost anything, like including EX legs.
Oh, going for the overhead, Chun-Li. Oh, there you go.
He's doing the fierce too early. Yeah, he doesn't jump in fierce a little too early.
Okay, big damage here on the missed uppercut.
I like that throw attempt though after the roundhouse spinning bird kick.
Focus attack backdash on that last bit of the fireball there. Trying to get the cross up. Good cancel into the Ultra.
Yeah, my man cross cut him. Uses the Tatsu. EX bird kick, not fully an invincible reversal, but it's better than it is at third strike.
Ooh, okay. Just misses the last part of that cross-up combo. IGOTDEMBOMBS looking very strong in this round.
Yeah, he's got a significant life lead and perfectly spacing that stand fierce. I honestly think it's the best version of her stand fierce. Okay, he can chip this out with the Ultra.
Very patient play here right now by both characters.
There we go.
That is it.
He was looking for that
Flip kick
Hazanshu. Now, what I like
right
to do
over.
in some of these situations as well, Kate, is I like to. Oh, Mike, my bad. So what I like to do in some of those situations is maybe focus cancel after the Hazanshu, because you can catch someone hitting buttons and then get a counter hit crumple there. That's an underrated tactic, I think, but solid with the reactions. Not easy to anti-air a Hazanshu like that.
Not at all. Great use of focus attacks also to absorb some of those extra hits. We see Chun-Li really trying to close the gap here, putting a little bit of pressure on Ryu's fireball game.
Yeah, and this Stand Strong, she's known about this button we all know as the handshake. And I believe in Europe they call it the handshake. And you see a lot of it. That move's also making a return in Street Fighter 6. I got to see some of it. So I'm really excited to see that.
Oh, man. Here you go again. EX Fireball into Ultra. Solid play there for Wax.
Yeah, it kills about 3/4 of the meter there, but gets the job done, and that puts WAXSOLID on match point
That's
here.
right. I got them bombs. An aggressive start, but the focus attack is going to go through.
And those links, 7 hits.
That's
It's not
right.
an easy 7-hit combo. Low fierce legs. For those who don't know, lightning legs are safe on block because they're a lot harder to do in this game. You've got to do it with Kaneki. Chun-Li does not have reliable anti-airs in that situation. Maybe back medium kick, but I don't think it would have had the reach to stop that. And Solid, again, did not drop a single link here. Just absolutely on point. Strong, all that. I mean, literally just big Shenglong energy.
He did.
To make it through there. That was awesome. Congratulations on I Got Them Bombs for making top 8, especially with Chun-Li. Just great stuff all around. But Solid do the matchup. Yeah.
Yeah, I Got Them Bombs did a fantastic job. In winners, had lost out to POKCHOP and got knocked out by WAXSOLID, but he did fantastically with Chun-Li. And you could really see towards the end of these matches trying to be a bit more aggressive and not so much of jumping in. It was a lot of aggressive ground play against WAXSOLID, but WAXSOLID being very clutch, especially with his close-up fireball game.
Yep.
And a lot of good anti-airs, which I think was what I Got Them Bombs was trying to alleviate some of the jump-ins.
Yes, absolutely on point with the dragon punches, completely there. So it's fitting that the win quote was, "You must defeat my Shoryuken to stand a chance." That's why I said Shenglong, because originally it was mistranslated to that. But back long time ago, neither here nor there. Now, going to I Got the Bomb strategy, he was on point with a lot of the pokes, especially the Stand Strong and the Stand Fierce. But WAXSOLID just stayed patient until he got predictable with it, was able to catch him with a focus attack, able to do that. And also to negate I Got the Bombs from doing any EX legs shenanigans there. So you could see the Kikosho was absolutely not in the conversation there. The only anti-projectile strategy that I Got the Bombs was able to do was hit a few Hazanshus on reaction there, which got him that one round that he took in that earlier set. But, like, it's just if you change up the fireball speeds, and Ryu's fireball is only getting faster. In fact, in Street Fighter 6, it is as...
I can't read the bottom. Sorry. When you see...
Okay. Okay, so the other thing... we're just taking some notes out here. So the other thing that we wanted to point out as well is that when Ryu's changing his fireball speeds, it's very hard to buffer in that dash because Chun-Li doesn't have great range on the Ultra 1 to counter the Super. It's even worse than it is in Street Fighter 5. It's about half of the screen. So you have to buffer in a forward dash, or what I used to do in vanilla SF4s, I was actually able to do back dash Ultra. Which is like do it and then forward, back dash, then forward kick. Yeah. And those kind of things. And
or focus attack, forward dash.
Yeah.
Ultra.
With and without focus. So here we got Team Hate Vet. Oh, this is great. Yeah. Okay. I know this guy is Hizzle, actually.
Yes.
He's a Hakan player.
Yes.
So I know this. I have fought as Hakan. Extremely annoying. Hakan just... They honestly haven't put Hakan in the right place on the tier list. Because I remember when he first came out, like, all of the Japanese players, like, on the Topanga panel... You know that talk show they had, the Topanga talk show?
Yes.
I used to wake up every morning at 8 a.m. and watch it on Twitch. And it was like Mago, Tokido, sometimes Daigo talking. And they would have a thing where they're like, who's the worst character in the game? They all unanimously said Hakan. even though DJ exists, you know, don't forget. In my opinion, I think DJ is the worst character in the game. Even though I've lost to some DJs before. Yeah, there definitely are some good DJs I fought, but still, I think DJ is the bottom character in the game. But they've never been able to honestly assess Hakan, because every time someone says Hakan sucks, like, someone's able to use Hakan in different ways. We saw, for instance, Hakan eliminating PR Balrog at EVO. That was ridiculous. Then we saw another time someone pointed out that Hakan kind of has the closest thing to a parry in this game, with the fact that when he's oiled up, he's able to quickly cancel from his focus stance after absorbing an attack. The other thing that's really interesting about Hakan as well is that running grab he does, which goes straight for the head.
Yes.
Now, the thing is about that is it's able to catch you on frame 1 when you're automatically standing. So from what I recall, there was a Hakan player from Toronto. I don't remember his name. It's been many years ago, but I learned this from him. I think maybe a Canada Cup or a Summer Jam previously. But you have to low profile it with a low attack to prevent it from grabbing you meaty when you're standing. And he's already oiled up, so this makes him really dangerous. But of course, SMUG does not mind. SMUG's like, yo, I'm gonna get greasy on this. I'm gonna get some fast food on these gloves. I'm gonna stand fierce it out. There we go,
That's
DP.
right, great check on the command grab, and here we go. Oh, I was gonna say, quick response there after the missed uppercut.
So you have to do a move that's either frame 1 invincible or a low attack to avoid that running grab getting you meaty. And look, he's able to fake it out. Like, he's able to shimmy it, like, in a way much more deceptive than, like, how Abigail does it. Like, you know, Abigail has that 3-point stance he gets into and then he backs up. But this, I mean, when the dude's oiled up, I mean, Hakan's got some footsies.
He does, and we got Oishi oiling up even more. And that is Team Hate. Team Hate. Let's go with the focus attack.
Team Hate Vet, great FADC. Just makes him all the more menacing, especially if a character can FADC. And oh, here we go. He's going to send SMUG through the spin cycle. Permanent press.
Right. This is one of the greatest ultras in Street Fighter 4.
My man is cooking with the Crisco.
We are tied round for round.
Yeah, I think, we didn't see SMUG drop a round in the previous set here in the winter semifinals, but now we're seeing SMUG getting back to this. He has to keep doing his work here. But one thing here is you notice Team Hate Vet, I mean, he's sacrificing getting extra damage to oil up further. This time in the corner there, oh, what a good response there, but even better defense from SMUG. Like, SMUG deceptively has incredible defense. Like, he incredibly responds to the reactions and then is able to just flip on the switch, let the damage happen. Got a small little punch with a light jab to take the round 1, not with a bang, but with a whimper. And then just smells the roses. That's right.
SMUG is going to get the first round and game on the board.
Yeah, SMUG again, you know, seeing him in CEO using a lot of those pokes, just showing up. SMUG is able to get some reach, and there he goes, shattered focus. That's a good thing thrown out there, you know, because you definitely see some Team Hate doing a lot of stuff with the armor.
Machine Gun Blow is going to close it out in SMUG's favor. Okay, you could really see Team Hate trying to get his momentum going with the slides. Here we go. Work his way over, and that's a quick cancel into Machine Gun Blow once again there for SMUG.
Look at the damage he got off 2 stand fierces. I mean, you can't count this character out.
No.
But this time, SMUG can take a 2-0 lead here. Oh, 3 juggles. Full focus to do it, close it out. Just again, SMUG just really able to keep him at bay and just keep those shenanigans in check.
Team Hate trying to figure out a very safe way to open SMUG up at this point.
Yeah, his mix-ups just aren't checking in yet. And SMUG going to call that out there. No, you cannot use that shampoo or that conditioner. Not going to work. He's going to make sure.
Combo into oiling up once again.
Yeah, this time uses the splash and oils up. Okay, the drip works in his favor, increases that SPD range, but doesn't do that much damage, like compared to other like SPD style moves. FAD sees the slide to keep it safe. He's got a get out of jail free card, and a 2-hit on the Fierce.
Okay, here we go with the EX, and that command grab is going to give the round to Team Hate.
That's just good damage all around, good conversions. Let's see how Team Hate can fight back here, trying to make it 2-1. And that jump arc is so annoying. He's got like that jump, that short hop and those stubby buttons. Makes it a little bit difficult to anti-air. Not the most ideal character to be able to take out the skies with SMUG. The chain combos caught you hitting buttons, caught you hitting lights. None of that is right. Sweep into the jungle. That's the one place you do not want Dudley to do that. You want to keep that broom out the closet.
And that is it. So SMUG is going to close out on that round, and we are on match point here for SMUG.
Match point winners final. This is going to be able to take them into the grand finale. So, Team Hate there, gets a throw, try to dash up, and SMUG checks that. Now SMUG in your face. What you going to do about it? Got him again. Got him a little bit of a scoop, a little bit of squeeze.
SMUG sitting on a full super and has access to Ultra right now.
Yeah, he's like, I want an extra cherry top of my hot dog.
That's right.
Missed. Yeah. And SMUG has a bit of resources here to close it out. He can get the job done, so Team Hate has to do the right thing here. Slides, makes a save. Slides again. That one was not. He tried to steal 2 bases like he was Ricky Henderson up in here.
And the EX is going to close it out in Team Hate's favor, so we have a game on the board.
What an SPD. I mean, that's the difference. Ever since it was 2-0, we've seen 6 SPDs come around. He's got that range because the drip just does enough to get the job done.
This is it. The fight we've all been waiting for.
Okay, empty jump throw for SMUG.
Yep,
Okay,
and
we're going to
SMUG is
capitalize
like,
off that with command grab.
big capitalization there, Kate. And SMUG is like, who needs drip when you got class? Yep, DP against that. When he sees that throw, he's like, I am not having it. Nobody home for that Ultra.
And that is going to give the round over to SMUG one more time, sitting on match point.
You know, in this situation, I like to not just call it match point. I like to call it duff point. I mean duff point, because this is when SMUG smells the blood in the water and he sees it. You thought you could focus, you thought you could backdash, you thought you could make your slide safe. You thought your drip was going to do all that it could, but it wasn't even the iceberg's tip. And now get mixed. Oh, baby! Got that link in there into the midsection. The focus Rojo cancel. Gets that near overhead off the ground OTG. Yo, that combo was sick.
Okay, here we go. Great comeback here for Team Hate. Oiled up, ready to go, and still has a chance.
Yeah, doesn't even do anything. Gets that cross up in the short swing blow. Step back, step forward. My man gonna cha-cha slide his way all the way into those grand finales. Good stuff by SMUG, but I really like that effort there from Vet, getting that one fight on the board, getting those responses, getting those grappling involved, but you just saw SMUG was just able to adapt, hit another gear out there, and then kind of just play a more of a fake-out thing involved as well as hitting those links. I mean, that combo conversion that he got in the end, he had the red focus. Did you notice that my man just got a hit, right, outside of the combo, punch to the midsection, connects that into a red focus, and then he still kicks enough ass to build enough meter to do an EX move. How do you do an EX move after a red focus cancel? That's so weird. Only SMUG could build that meter that much. It's like using the gloves as like a battery to build some of that. I mean, but that's what happens when you got those lengthy combos. That's what happens when it just keeps rolling.
That's right. And you have 2 people that have been playing these characters for so long, and they are character specialists. You know, Dudley, a very unique character, and also Hakan, who was introduced in Street Fighter 4, another very unique character to the cast. So,
oh, you know what sucks too? He's probably coming back in 6.
Really?
They hinted at him. There's signs of him in Metro City and everything. Like he's selling oil.
That's right.
Yeah, so I figured.
And also ML Swear.
ML Swear, yeah, very good Hakan.
Hakan player also. So shout outs to all the Hakan players that are out there. I believe there's also Lariat Tubman is also a very good Hakan player. So
That's a good tag.
Very good news for Hokan players that are out there. So we are going to be seeing SMUG in grand finals at this Summer Jam in Cherry Hill by Big E Gaming. Awesome stuff. Speaking about another great tournament held by Big E Gaming, it's going to be NEC December 9th through the 11th.
Right here in Cherry
Right
Hill,
here at the
same
same
venue.
location.
Right here on the border. I mean, as soon as you cross the bridge from Philadelphia and make it into Jersey, you're right here at this hotel, which is excellent. Up next on the stream, by the way, we got a fan favorite who plays in every SF4 tournament. It's Alex Smith. I know you guys are a big fan of him and his jury. And what great news it is for jury as well, getting all of her Street Fighter 4 shenanigans back in Street Fighter 6.
That's right.
So now she's a dive kick character again. I mean, because it took a lot of... We're just doing a button check here. It's going to be Alex Smith against POKCHOP. Now, one thing that makes that really interesting is that they made Jury have a completely different moveset in Street Fighter V.
Yes.
And so there's a big debate about which version of Jury you think is stronger, because there were some times where Jury was a very top-tier character, like especially when you saw, I think it was II. That's the one who made top 8 at EVO. II made top 8 with the character. I know there were some other people who made top 8 at big tournaments with Jury as well. Some of the one I played with when I first started getting in the competitive scene of Street Fighter 4 was Derek Legend. That was
Derek Legend.
That was a really good Jury that I used to play against. And also, like, overall, it's interesting because later on, as Jury got some buffs in the final version of SF5, like, Jury kind of began to come onto her own with her new set of mechanics. So now SF6 is able to combine both of them together, and from what I saw in the trailer, it really seemed like they did a great thing with getting the best of both worlds.
Oh, I believe so.
For Jury.
I think they did. You know, and her Ultra from Street Fighter 4
Yes.
had carried over and been, you know, revitalized in Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, because her
in 5, her
I hated her critical art in 5. I thought it was so minimal.
Focused around the projectile.
So I know I ranted a lot about Jury and the Queen of Taekwondo Toes, but Alex Smith has an able that he's using, but POKCHOP is having none of it. Crossing up, going back and forth. Did I just see like 6 low fierces from the man? POKCHOP perfect on the board in the first round. Man, he's got that big energy. I think he's looking for a no-round brown on Alex Smith's able here. Got him in the corner there, Marseille roll.
That's
Good
right.
response.
The
Good
X
response.
command grab and the jump in. What's going to happen?
Make the cross up. Good step kick into the shenanigans. Non-EX tornado throw. Here comes the Marseille roll. Switches sides.
Air to air for Alex and focus attack.
That was good.
Launcher.
That was good. I mean, like, you could see POKCHOP knows how to respond to the Marseille roll.
Right.
Like, he had some good things to jump around, knowing when to hit some of the buttons there. But Alex Smith just staying responsive, had good reactions with that low fierce, and was really able to get the job done there. And again, he's got some step kick shenanigans of his own. Marseille roll after the FADC, and I'm going to get a command grab in there. Now you're at 40%.
Now, POKCHOP does have access to his full super and ultra.
Tornado throw again. Marseille roll. Switches sides.
And the special of the EX command grab is going to close it out for Alex Smith.
Yeah, not afraid to use it. Man, POKCHOP really thought it was big no-round brown energy there. I mean, coming off with that. Don't you hate when you get a perfect and you lose the fight, Kate?
Oh, my goodness.
That's demoralizing. That's what I love, though. I love getting a dub when someone perfects me. I'm like, yeah, you thought you were cool.
Okay, keep the pressure up on POKCHOP right now. You know, a lot of mix of the normals.
What I like about Alex Smith is he's just responding the right way. He's using the right, like, command grabs in those situations. He may not finish some of the combos, but still, I mean, he's just getting the right hits in the right places. Takes a risk, puts himself in the corner, no problem at all, though.
One thing that you really can't say that Alex is doing, he's throwing out the command grabs. He's staggering them. So when you least expect when the command grab's going to go, it's catching POKCHOP. Oh, I was going to say going for a neutral jump combo there. Great blocking here by POKCHOP.
All around pressure. He's just smothering him from one edge to the boat to the other. That's anti-air. You're able to dash up with the falling sky. That does some good damage. POKCHOP with his own EX Tornado throw.
That's it. What's that mix-up going to be on that hard knockdown? And got the juggle in the corner.
And as you mentioned, Kate, does it on Wake Up. Good response to the empty jump cross-up. A lot of people in SF4 like to do empty jumps to the other side into a low forward, but Alex Smith able to read that situation and respond there. And I like how you mentioned, like, of all the command grabs out there that you stagger and slow down and do, like, Abel's is the most menacing because it can take priority over so many things.
That's right.
I get so excited when I see him stuff T-Hawk or Zangief's Ultra Command Grab, Ultra Command Grab. I get tongue-tied in SF4, sorry about that. But, like, he's able to stuff that with the EX Tornado Thrower, and it's like the hypest thing in this game. Aside from Focus Taunt.
Right.
Focus Taunt's pretty cool. You ever get Focus Taunted often?
Just a couple times, but not in like competitive matches.
Oh, I
just like
love
online.
what happens in ranked.
Oh.
Good stuff from POKCHOP. This time the Marseille roll on the other side links to a set of 4 lights. 5-hit combo takes it away.
And that is it. POKCHOP gets the focus attack right through.
Yeah, it's currently 2-0. Alex Smith in the lead. These fights are actually going pretty fast for SF4 standards, Kate.
And great focus attack, cancel in the combo. Going for that overhead.
That wheel kick hits overhead. We've seen that wheel kick do amazing things, like when Rico Suave did that against Sanford Sagat.
That's right.
Causing Sanford to destroy that joystick, which
Yeah,
you shouldn't
Rico
ever
was
do in a
another
tournament.
really good Abel. That's
Yeah,
right.
Rico Suave, solid Abel, one of my favorites. Now it's going to be on match point for Alex Smith. Low strong into that Rekka. Marseille roll. Got him down to half health.
Okay, a lot of damage here.
Good
on
back dash from
Alex's
POKCHOP.
side. Oh, and the stun.
Yeah, too much scaling.
Okay, great EX. Slowing down the pace of the game a little bit. POKCHOP figuring out what his next attack is going to be.
Yeah, Alex Smith can close it out on a perfect, but nope. Denies the perfect, but the trade just doesn't work in POKCHOP's favor. Alex Smith moves on, eliminating POKCHOP. But great effort from POKCHOP making it this far into the top 8.
You know,
I mean, this was a big SF4 tournament too, Kate.
It was. You know, great stuff there for POKCHOP. Was knocked into losers by SMUG, and very, very strong Street Fighter 4 player, and also a very strong Tekken player. You know, does fantastic things.
And you can see a lot of that Abel just showing up, like a lot of Tekken characteristics that appear within that character, and that's great. And I'm really happy that I got to see an Abel mirror there. I'm really impressed with Alex Smith using that Abel.
Yes.
Also, like just all around good character, able to team it up, and he's going to advance further in the bracket. I believe he's going to be going up against. He's going to be going up against Team Hate Vet, if I'm not mistaken.
So looks like we're seeing WAXSOLID.
Oh, WAXSOLID. Okay, yeah, loser semis. So and then Team Hate was in the winners final, so he's going to stand there waiting. So he will play the winner of this one between Solid and Alex Smith. So I was curious what character Alex Smith is going to use here and put together, but I'm excited to see it.
Yes, you know, we were just speaking a little bit earlier, Alex being able to play Jury and Abel. So we are going to have to see how that is going to work out against WAXSOLID. You know, WAXSOLID being a very strong Ryu.
And he's stuck with Ryu, too.
He did.
Like, he's been playing Ryu for like a minute, even like through AE, through all that. And if you remember during Ultra SF4 when it first came out, there was kind of a mass exodus, like from Ryu to Evil Ryu. A lot of people started picking up, especially once Sako. Sako was the one who really showed off a lot of like the techniques that Evil Ryu could do. But then it was Daigo using that character, getting the Kara Demon involved, the Tord medium kick into the EX Hurricane kick, and those kind of things involved. And the other thing that helps with Evil Ryu is having a true block string with that fireball. But there still are some advantages to using regular Ryu, as we most famously saw when John Choi eliminated Daigo in that massive upset in EVO 2014. And what happened from that is that Ryu's got a better low forward, has better reach, it goes faster. Overall, just it's all about how comfortable you are with this character, and we can see Solid is extremely in the right place using this fighting style. Didn't drop a single link in the previous match that we saw him against IGOTDEMBOMBS as Chun-Li.
Yes, and we're going to see Alex is going to be sticking with Abel, getting those great mix-ups and power that Abel has on his side against WAXSOLID's Ryu.
Yeah, I like the pick because of this, Solid cannot throw fireballs. Like, you got to be extra careful using projectiles in this match against Abel, because he can do just that. He doesn't even need the ultrameter. As you were saying, Kate, sorry?
Sorry, no, we're good.
Yeah. Okay, excellent job with the Rekka there. Trades with the step kick.
All right, that's a very smart sweep there on the focus attack.
My man just connect 3 low strongs? I thought only Makoto could do that. Nobody home there. No juggle on the low fierce, just outside of the reach of the tornado throw. Alex is going to back up, try to see what kind of strategy I can do here.
Okay, EX Tatsu with the follow-up of the fireball. That is going to be the first round going to WAXSOLID of this loser semis.
Yeah, and that wake-up EX fireball there from the corner. Shades of Street Fighter 3 third strike. That's a great tactic that Ryu has. But my man here, 5 hits, focus canceled into a DP off of those links.
Okay, we're going to block the uppercut.
That's the fierce one, too. You can't FADC it or do anything to make it safe. You have to fully commit to it. And Alex Smith, what you reaching for? It's like you saw a mirage out there.
Just out of range of the whipped uppercut once again. And Alex is going to tie those rounds.
I love the variation there of that Rekka. So instead of, usually what it is you're stand blocking because the third hit becomes an overhead, but this one he was able to make the second hit go low with that sweep, and that really changed the tempo a bit.
Nice anti-air for Ryu and great movement.
Wow, solar plexus. That's a really tough link to get that solar plexus into the crouching fierce. Like, that's something that only Daigo is really special at. FADC backdash into another hit. Solid's got some excellent conversions here, really staying in the fight. There's the overhead. Walk-up punish after the command grab. Once again, Alex Smith just reaching for nothing and only finding just empty air, colder than the other side of the pillow.
Now that's the crazy thing also, I was just going to say, you can chip in Ultra, or just Street Fighter 4 in general, so that last bit of the fireball closed it out of that game for Wax's favor. So we are 1-0.
Yeah, and Solid's actually making me eat my words here. How I said you can't throw fireballs. He's like, says who? You don't tell me how to Shoto. You don't tell me how to chuck this plasma. I'm going to do it there. And those are just great responses. What I like is Solid is just reading and responding to every single dash, but there's a drop. Oof. Oof, big oof. Tornado throw again. Yikes. Step kick challenges it again, each and every time, making Alex Smith's offense work against him.
You know, great stuff there also with the crouching jab. Some of Ryu's best buttons there and safest buttons to put out. He's trying to ensure that Alex can't dash in on him. Ryu closes out that first round.
Yeah, and you know that stand jab, the way that it links into the low forward there, Solid knows it all too well. He got 3 standing jabs into a stand strong to Tatsu.
That's right. He's seeing that Alex is trying to dash in, so those quick jabs is slowing down Alex's momentum.
Oh, man. He is cross-cutting him all the way to the south of France, but he still blocks!
Fantastic stuff.
He dropped the combo. I don't know if that was a drop, that was a bait, that was a call-out. Whatever it was, it remains rent-free in the mind of Alex Smith. What's he going to do here? Is he going to hit the rematch? He's going to hit the rematch.
That's it. Alex ready to go.
He's going to stick to his guns here. Going to keep stepping. But Solid. I mean, I like how he understands the range of the low fierce.
Right.
And some of the challenges. You just saw how he responds with the stand fierce against that roll. But then being able to check the dash with it and confirm it into a special move is a beautiful thing.
Okay, blocks the focus attack. Ryu down 50% of life.
Oh no, I think he was going for the ultra there, but he hit the button too early, and that's why the DP comes out, because it lands on the diagonal. And this could kill. This could kill, Kate. It can kill. Do not doubt what Abel could do with raw anti-air. It only does low damage when he FADCs it. Oh no, it's close. Okay. Ooh. The Nexus gives Solid another chance to find wonderful ways to get the Hurricane to connect.
Wow.
This time the corner in sight. I don't need no meter to get it done. WAXSOLID. Just smooth like butter, like liquid. I mean, I'm gassing the guy up out here, but like he is playing this character on point. Got the cross cut too. Feet on the floor, mister. Blew up that crouch tech. Kate, what is Alex Smith gonna do here?
Well, he just landed a fantastic combo. Ryu down to his last 40%.
That is a good response there. Oh no, wow.
Ryu having access to the super bar.
Yeah,
Here we go.
Two consecutive
There we
low
go,
spawns.
and that is going to close it for the round. Ultra. Bam, gives that round to Alex Smith. So we have WAXSOLID sitting on match point. Alex Smith with the round. We got a comeback on our hands.
He's got to be, Alex Smith has to avoid getting hit with any FADC combos. The FADC combos has really set the tone for this matchup here, and focusing too many of those fireballs, he pays the price. And what a confirm straight into the super. I'll just take that direct damage, confirm it up the low forward.
And the forward throw. We have WAXSOLID with the cross-up jump in. Works in his favor. WAXSOLID
Ryu win.
is going to get that game in loser semis. He will be moving forward into losers finals against Vet.
Yep, against Team Hate Vet, this is solid here. I think this is going to be a great matchup as well. But I really think like the way WAXSOLID has been applying this character, the knowledge of it, just the application of the links, all the fireball pressure, just really playing Ryu the right way.
Yes.
And just showing all of the textbook things Ryu has always had, like these combos. I mean, he's doing vanilla SF4 combos, to be honest with you, including seeing that corner Ultra 1 without the FADC and understanding that pressure to do that. That was just absolutely unbelievable how he put together such a clinic against one of the strongest SF4 players in the U.S. in Alex Smith, who had a great performance there with Abel.
He did a fantastic job. One thing that we mentioned a little bit through the matches was WAXSOLID leading with the jab, throwing out the jab, trying to slow down Alex's momentum coming in, catching the startup of a lot of his moves, and with the crouching jab, Alex wasn't able to get some of that strong momentum that he needed, or some of the movement that he needed in dashing in or getting his mix-ups going. So fantastic stuff for WAXSOLID, and his reactions were also
the reactions.
Huge.
That's really, I mean,
huge on point.
the links, because I mean, a lot of it was one frame. So my man is like looking at 1/60th of a second, like he's holding Doctor Strange with the Eye of Agamotto there, just taking care of business, and that's beautiful stuff there to see. But the reactions, not just approaching the jump-ins or approaching any of the combos or how to respond to them or say roll on Wake Up, but it's also knowing exactly what you could do with after you absorb a focus, you focus a hit, knowing where the dashes end, knowing where to respond to those dashes, knowing how to break up some of those focus attacks. That's where he was absolutely on point, where it's not just Ryu knowledge, but it's advanced knowledge of the mechanics of the Street Fighter 4 engine, which really put him in a favorable position there. Now, we'll see he's got his work cut out for him coming up against this really solid Hakan.
That's
who
right.
just like, I mean, the movement, the rushing down, the way he's oiling it up and parrying those attacks. We're going to see some really good mix-ups on the side of Team Hate Vet. Going up against WAXSOLID here, but it's curious to see how Hakan does against Shotos. Hakan is very strong against brawler-type characters as well. I mean, so it's interesting to see because he can DP and get some ultras out of there. Now he's flirting with the W Ultra there. I mean,
Yes.
W Ultra's not bad. I just hate it. It's not a bad option, though. I understand the utility of it. I'm just a fan of not taking less damage.
Well, the thing is that I bet Team Hate is also thinking to himself he wants to see how his movement is going to work again against WAXSOLID, being able to slide underneath those fireballs and try to get his ultras through some of the fireball pressure. So we're going to see, with a little bit of a button check here,
Yeah, my man here is opting for the Ultra 1 there. So he's like, I want the damage. Because you try to think, because the Ultra 2 is the best anti-air option in the game. You can activate it by double tapping down and getting 3 kicks, catches back dashes, forward dashes, anything that is airborne. If your feet are off the ground, he is just going to get a little spin cycle on top of you and get a good corner carry with that. It's a very devastating one, but he's like, you know, I'm seeing WAXSOLID is a little bit more grounded here. The links are a little there, so I need to get the damage to get my conversions to work. So he's going with the 720.
And we are starting this losers finals. WAXSOLID versus Team Hate.
Now in Team Hate's side here, which to his credit, he will definitely take the trade with the fireball to oil up. And then when he's got, and remember the oil comes in different degrees. There's like a little bit of a splash, like a military shower you take with it, for lack of a better term. Or you get also where you get the full body treatment on it and it sticks around for a while. And that's the one that you really want.
Fantastic combo there for Team Hate. You know, even able to juggle the air-to-air.
Yeah, I like the way he baited that DP though, but Solid was able to make it safe with that focus attack backdash. Oh, on the other side.
Oh, just out of range. Unbelievable stuff there, and the uppercut closes it for the round.
Man, that looks
WAXSOLID.
guaranteed. You think he could have jumped in on that DP punish and would have got a similar damage there? Didn't have to use the SPD, but I guess you want to get that guaranteed kill. You want the action that'll just take him out of the tournament, and I understand that.
Just out of range of the command grab, and Hakan is stunned in the corner.
It feels like, what?
Wow.
Cross up and back? He got the Hurricane to go and reroute. I mean, it was like the Hurricane was coming from the Atlantic, and then he got it to just swing around across the Gulf and just go all around that bend on all corners of the coast there, closing it out.
Unbelievable.
That was a
combo
really
for
impressive.
WAXSOLID. It was.
The double reset, just so nice. What else I want to point out about Solid is it looks like he was able to respond to those whiffed SPD grabs by, I mean, he knew the range. He knew he was out of the range, and he's like, nah, son, you out of pocket. I'm going to have to pay extra for that one. Man here, oiled up.
That's right.
Right there, he is greasier.
And Hakan keeping the pressure up right now. Oh, focus attack, and great use of the focus attack and keeping the pressure up on Ryu right now.
Yeah, especially when he's oiled up. I mean, he gets that focus attack and instantly cancel into another attack because his forward dash is so short.
The trade on the slide is going to work in Team Hate's favor. We're going to switch the names on the top of them. Oh, no, we're good. We're good. You're good.
This is it.
EX slide close.
Oh, caught him again. I love that throw. Gets a lot of corner pressure. You get a free oil shower there. And he tried to cross himself up, and Wax is like, nah, I'm going to make you pay for that.
Great 6 hits for WAXSOLID.
Yeah, we're going to kick down the door in the background there. I like that stage effect they added there. Again, you see that focus attack dash cancel? He just like moves forward instantly, gets an attack to come out. Just so quick, so crisp with that. And he can easily tie it up here with just a good conversion. And does.
And that is going to be 2 rounds for Team Hate. We have been tied 1 round apiece in this losers finals. Whoever wins this will be going to grand finals. Whoever loses has to go home.
And they get to face SMUG, so Team Hate would love to get that rematch there.
Right.
Great conversions indeed. Now you saw earlier how the last match ended with Solid whiffing that DP there, and you could see from there, like he's guessing. He's guessing there's going to be some kind of lunge, some kind of thing coming at me. And to be honest with you, it's hard to react to Hakan's jump. He's got like this weird little arc. That just makes him even more of a special character.
Slowing down the pace a little bit here. Very strong anti-air for Ryu.
Good response by Solid, but Team Hate just goes straight for the knees, shoots on him.
Oh, Hakan taking a bit of damage there for the fireballs, and the uppercut closes it out in Wax's favor.
That was just great patience on Solid's end as well. Really wanted to point it out, just wait and punish, make the enemy come to him. And just got all the right places. You walked into my medium kick, you're going to get that Tatsu.
Which one of these two lays?
He's got the big oil now. He's
That's
double
right.
oil.
Oh, 3. We're triple oiled up here. Okay, focus attack. Combo.
Oh, nobody home after that crouching fierce, but that does a little bit enough damage. It keeps Vet in the corner there.
And Ryu does have access to a full super bar.
Yeah, we saw him get a really solid conversion off in the last round, and does so again. Not going to kill, though.
Here
wow.
we go. Great setup for Hakan.
Does that low profile there with that commanding crouch, and Solid goes up 2-1 here. Great back and forth matchup between the two. This is what a loser's final should be.
That is right. We have WAXSOLID with his solid Ryu with 2 games to Team Hate's 1.
More splash, good response here from Team Hate. Got him again. I love responding to neutral jumps. I love when people can punish neutral jumps. That's a sign of a great Street Fighter player.
Strong choice of the EX.
No crumple, but that's okay. WAXSOLID here dealing with a life deficit. Got those links in there. 2 low jabs into a low fierce Tatsu. Again, I will take the fireball if it gets me oiled up. And you just saw him using it as a parry. Got the splash.
Oh,
Splash,
just out of
splash.
range of the EX command grab and the Ultra.
Backdash to the Ultra, but it does not kill.
Still, I was going to say, still gives Hakan a chance, but once again closing it out with another uppercut at the very end. Wax.
That was so desperate. Now
Solid.
looking on the stage, and Team Hate Vet was gesturing a fireball like a Hadouken. He said, I was looking for your fireball there, but it didn't come out because, I mean, Wax is like, yo, WAXSOLID got those, he knows what the other player's thinking. He knows what the other person's looking for.
Oh, here we go. Okay, set up with the splash.
Yep, have to wake up with the DP against that throw. You have to do it. And again, we saw him do a lot. We saw him win at the end with that jumping medium punch there because it hits twice. And the second hit was able to connect. We saw that happen again. But the parry that comes from my man oiled up and focused.
That's right, and we are focused on this tied game right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's match point here for Solid, but still, I mean, he's got a very oily mountain to climb here.
Hakan keeping the pressure up on Ryu in the corner.
Turn it all around.
Great life healing.
He even gets crosses up, but uses that response there, focusing jumps again, gets those lights, good links, sacrifices a splash to oil up, and the SPD closes it out.
Wow. That did a lot of damage.
It sure did, you know? And just deceptive with that reach. And they're like, is it the oil? And he's like, oil? Who said anything about oil? You cooking?
That's right. So we got Team Hate
If you know, you know.
slides his way to 2-2.
You know I can't go a single day without referencing Dave, right? It's been going on for 15 years.
That's right.
Oh, whip command grab, lands in the right place to get those links. Low jab to a low strong. Again, low medium kick to DP. You love to see it.
Hakan playing very patiently in the corner right now against this fireball pressure.
Oh, both connect, not in reach after the jumping strong there. Really good break there from Team Hate Vet.
Is it the end?
He's looking, he wants that SPD energy, but Solid gonna punch his ticket back into match point. He's like, come on, Grandpa Joe, get out of bed, we got the golden ticket. Of course, Grandpa Joe, the most evil movie character of all time.
Okay, hey, he gets the jump in with a light kick. Hakan, you know, fantastic use of normals right now, just fishing for an opening and keeping that pressure up on Ryu, forcing him into that corner.
Oh, slides across full screen. That gives him some guaranteed corner pressure. Yeah, and just, again, using that focus as a parry, you're seeing it. I really hope some of you watching this are inspired to pick up this degenerate character. And I'm really excited and not that excited to see how he's going to look in SF6 because I have to deal with him in tournaments. But we'll see. I mean, Hakan's coming back, y'all.
Oh, a little bit straight in the fireball.
There we go.
Slide. Okay, what's the mix-up going to be on the hard knockdown here? Oh,
You got to respect those resources, though. Solid's got full ultra, full super, and
Wow.
right there, the back door is open. That's a great response, getting away from that fireball. Being back in the corner pressure.
Wow, what
Wow.
a setup! Unbelievable stuff there, and we've got that round for Team Hate. Wow, that was crazy.
He saw that sweep and just grabbed that leg, just twirled it around. What an incredible read. What an incredible read. That was the hardest of reads. That was a team hard vet read.
Okay, we are oiled up here, and the rounds are tied. We have WAXSOLID still sitting on match point.
Yeah, got to be careful for that slot. How he dashes forward with that slot when he's oiled up.
Yeah, catching the startup of the fireball, and got the bear hug for you.
I mean, it's just that, like, for those of you who don't know how to handle focus attacks and counter them, there are things you can't do after a focus attack. And Solid did a great job exposing them, but Hakan breaks those rules. And now Hakan has a full meter on deck. He's got a really fun super move too. Or FADC. They can make this 2-2.
Wow.
not
Okay,
enough.
great air.
Nobody home from the super though. Kate, do you think you could have killed him with the ultra?
Oh, the
Doesn't
neutral
matter.
jump. That's right, is going to beat out that ultra. Fantastic stuff there for WAXSOLID. Unbelievable. And
What a performance. What a
Man,
loser's final. Yeah.
Team Hate. Great, fantastic Hakan representative.
I was a little worried there because I thought that the FADC canceled the ultra may have come close to the kill, but it seems like he chose Wax Style over Wax Solid,
Right.
and doing that jumping medium punch into that EX Tatsu, which on paper looks like it would be hella damaging,
Right.
but it was very much hella scaled. And it gave Vet a little chance to do a little bit more there. You know, and my thing about grapplers is if there's one thing I hate it when you don't get the kill on a grappler, because most of the time if you give a grappler an inch, they'll take a mile and then 2 miles, and then you got a long flight home.
That's
So-
right. Once
Or
that
drive.
momentum gets started with any of those grapplers in the mix-up, your life bar just completely depletes right away. So you never know. You never know what's going to happen.
We saw some excellent
Yeah.
mechanics there from Hakan. That was an awesome performance and a very good third place showing there for Team Hate, doing a brilliant job showing off a lot of the mechanics Hakan can do. Because, like, that's the thing. There's a lot of things you can react and respond to focus attacks with and punish them, but Hakan does not apply to those rules.
Right.
Like, Hakan, when he's oiled up, can kind of go a little outside of the Street Fighter 4 engine and is able to do his own set of rules. So we got a button check here as we get into the grand finals, and this is going to be SMUG against Solid.
That's right.
I'm sure these two from the East Coast have fought a lot, and I mean a lot. Possibly they may have even had matches like this 10 years ago.
And this is going to be a run back here because WAXSOLID was knocked into losers by SMUG.
Yes, in pools. Yeah.
So we're going to see how these two are going to fare up in grand finals. Now WAXSOLID, who has been playing this whole time, is going to have to get the reset against SMUG to win the grand finals.
Yeah.
But
Also to point out as well is that SMUG and I tied for 13th in Street Fighter V.
wow, okay.
SMUG was eliminated by a Ken player by the name of Lost Prophet, who's in the top 8, which you'll see later on today.
Yes.
And
Right.
so that begs the question, how is SMUG going to do this weekend going up against Shodos? And, like, Lost Prophet really put on a clinic with some of the stuff Ken can do in SF5. I also think Ken is an incredible character in SF6, in SF4. And what's really interesting about Solid is I feel like he plays Ryu a bit in a way similar to Ken. Like, the way he's able to chase after the kind of the gaps between those focus attacks, his response, and you're seeing him pressing the right buttons against SMUG's pressure, and that's what no one could do in the previous rounds.
Right.
This is a great start for Solid, honestly.
It is. And that is it. Solid is going to close out that first round of the grand finals.
No one's been able to start a fight against SMUG like that in this tournament. And in the other tournaments, you and I have had the pleasure of commentating as well. We have not seen that either. So that's really interesting, and it's really awesome to see what this guy's doing for you. And yeah, that link, Low Fierce FADC, you gotta love it, Kate. Those are hard links, man.
They are. And, you know, one thing's for sure. Oh, there we go. SMUG fishes and gets the confirm. And EX machine gun.
Nobody home for the rocket upper. Good focus attack against the overhead and counters with the links here. Now, SMUG is using Ultra 2. And Ultra 2 has some really interesting properties there. I believe it's the one that can go through fireballs as well, if I'm not mistaken. That or the other one, which is just easy, the corkscrew cross rather, which is easy to combo to and from.
Alright, the focus attack for Ryu is going to be contact and EX enhanced fireball. Going for that overhead.
Oh no, oh that's gonna hurt. And he gets that juggle again, catching him on the fallback both times with the fierce Shoryuken. Oh, nobody home for the focus, but still, I got pokes.
That's right, that jab closes it out in Wax's favor. First game is going to go to WAXSOLID.
That is just quite interesting. I mean, especially if you can get a bracket. I don't think SMUG has seen a bracket reset in SF4 yet. In some of the games that he's played, including CEO and Combo Breaker, I don't believe that SMUG has been able to reset the bracket.
Well, at Combo Breaker, I was going to say no. At CEO SMUG played against Auto Demon in the grand finals.
Yes, the CEO.
And it was interesting because a lot of times he was doing the swing back punch. So his actual hurt box swings back with him. So anytime you would try to extend something out during the startup of that, it would confirm anyways.
Right.
So it was interesting just to see, that option.
And you're seeing it there as well. That what you were saying, they got a lot of mileage on Auto Demon.
That's right. Because he'll dash forward and then his hurt box actually goes backwards and then extends forward again with the hitbox. So
yeah, gets those 2 hits. You can't even focus that.
No.
SMUG able to tie it up 1-1 there. That was a really strong response. Really good adaptation there. I mean, Solid's got a long way to go to get this bracket reset, and that's just the bracket reset.
That's right, and we are 1-1 on the board right now. That's a crouching medium kick into Fireball, one of Ryu's longest ranging and safest moves also. Yeah, going back to his bread and butters here.
And using that Fireball as a poke. So he's not throwing the Fireball from too far away because that's going to give SMUG more than enough reaction time to work with. So he's kind of using it as if it's a poke, like he's trying to trade other buttons with it, and that's what makes the Fireball work better. Wow! Tatsu juggles that in the corner looking like Sakura. That was literally a Sakura combo.
And that's it. The uppercut is going to miss. Great ender combo by WAXSOLID, grabbing that round.
Solid again. I mean, he ain't stopping. He's mad about getting sent to losers, and he's back with a vengeance here. Trying to catch the focus attack. Got the crumple there with the counter hit. Big links off the axe kick to the crouch fierce. I mean, he's going for the big boy Ryu moves.
And that's one thing too. Some of Ryu's safest buttons starting off with the crouching light kick, following it up with the crouching medium.
Solar plexus, but nobody home to get that 1-frame link afterwards.
Right. Yeah, he's doing everything he can to make sure that Dudley cannot dash in and confirm into some of that bigger damage. The Fireball closes it out in Wax's favor.
Solid is looking sharp.
That's right.
Absolutely, and you're seeing it. The low forward, the focus attack now takes a 2-1 lead. Just needs one more fight to get the reset point, but in response, Team SMUG, he's like, I'm going to get you with the duff back.
A little bit of trades in the corner.
Am I the first one to say that, the duff back?
I think it's a new one.
Yeah, I called it. Okay, that's cool, yeah.
Back throw. Going for that cross up there.
Oh, good focus attack. Chases after the backdash. Great response there by Solid. Great read. The FADC is not safe. SMUG again gets that read in there.
Great juggle.
When it goes and gets Duff, the Duff get going. Not just the mayor, fire chief, police commissioner, city alderman, and treasurer of Duff City, but also the founder, the innovator. Will we see more of these Duffs coming into SF6? Who knows? We saw him playing Third Strike in Super Turbo recently, too.
Fantastic EX underneath that Fireball, and we got the juggles in the corner.
Don't you just hate that, Kate? He's got that standing short that hits low. Like, I don't know if it's crouching, but it looks like he's like reaching low there, and then it looks like he's, but the startup of it looks like he's going for the overhead there, and he just fakes it out and does that. And like, it's very similar to some of the mechanics that Seth has in SF5. Like Seth is kind of like that low that also has an overhead variant that looks very similar and is deceptive. And just like that, SMUG is able to go up to tie it up 2-2, and if SMUG takes this, he takes it all.
Right. SMUG sitting with 2 games, and winning this one would make him the grand champion.
SMUG, Solid puts himself in the corner there, gets nothing out of it. Oh, charges enough with the focus attack. That's great timing into the rocket upper.
That's it, wake up uppercut. Going to work in Ryu's favor.
Delayed wake up there. Breaks it up, but Solid is able to read through that and time it accordingly. Ooh, that was a dangerous sweep there. If that got whiff punished, that would have put Solid there on reset point.
Oh, the back throw.
Checking the FADC. I'm loving that from both players there, Kate. Like, both players there are just able to find those areas. And I mean, some people think FADCs are safe, but no, they're not. If you have the timing, you can make them work against you. They're not. They're just less. They're just less risky.
Okay, we're going to capitalize off of that whiffed uppercut. Dudley, great anti-air.
Oh, short swing blow. Gets him in the corner. Gets that conversion. Tries to get the overhead. Good blocking there from Solid.
Okay, Ryu sitting on his last frame of life. And Dudley closes it out. So we are tied 1 round apiece. This is match point for SMUG in the grand finals.
That's right. He's showing Solid with a good conversion there. It's definitely going to be duffing season. People are going to change their relationship status on this one. Got that punch. 2 punches into the gut there with the corner carry. That's a pure baby maker against that focus, and he focused again. Solid still focusing. He's got full meter here. It's going to either end here or it's going to get a reset. The crowd is gathering around to see this big moment. Big conversion there. EX Fireball. Nope. Good block there. Tries to dash forward. Good check by Solid.
And that's it. Once again, we're seeing Ryu starting out with that crouching medium kick. Ooh.
Will it into the corkscrew? Whoa! Reset denied! SMUG takes it in the grand finals and is your Summer Jam 2022 champion. But wow, how close did Solid get from stealing that set? Oh, but SMUG just
closed it out. Unbelievable stuff there. Fantastic stuff.
Not with the greatest of ease.
I know, that was a tough one. Yeah.
No, but shout outs to SMUG. Dominant performance there, but Solid definitely had the right response, found the right way, and did honestly like the best in this whole tournament, giving SMUG a very tight run there and came so close to resetting that bracket.
He did a fantastic job, SMUG, knowing when it was safe to try to go in around those crouching light kicks, the crouching medium kicks to try to slow down some of those dashes in, was able to grab that last damage and close it out for the grand finals. Amazing stuff there for Bryant, and you know, a really strong showing for WAXSOLID. You can see
Ryu moved up a few people's cheer lists after watching that.
Absolutely.
You could definitely say that.
You know, everything that he was trying to do towards off and on throughout the matches, trying to really slow down everything and then keep up that strong ground fireball pressure. Awesome stuff. A couple of things that we did happen to see that a little bit of misses on were some of the whiffed uppercuts, but luckily enough for WAXSOLID, some of the whiffed uppercuts was out of range for the opponent to inflict damage anyways.
Yes.
So he was very lucky with a lot of those, but
I mean, they were
awesome
swinging
stuff
for the fences on every single one.
Right,
I mean, Solid doing a whole ton of those one-frame links there. And we got the medal ceremony here going on. SMUG just taking the crown. Second place is Solid, excellent performance. And also Vet. I mean, that Hakan, who would think a top 3 in SF4 here at Summer Jam? Number 1 is Dudley. Number 2 is Vanilla Ryu. Not evil Ryu. And number 3 is Hakan, who's little by little proving to be arguably the strongest grappler in the game.
Right.
But we did see some very strong performances using Abel from both POKCHOP and Alex Smith, which was really awesome to see, taking care of that business there. But again, who is going to come closer to stopping SMUG? I mean, Solid put on probably the best performance I've seen so far, challenging SMUG's dominance as well.
Right.
So that was just excellent on-point Street Fighter play there, and just all around, just a really awesome top 8 to be a part of here at SF4.
Fantastic stuff. And thank you guys all so much for joining us here at Summer Jam, Big E Gaming in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. And if you guys are having a wonderful time, join us in December for NEC, which
I'll
is
be
going
there.
to be December 9th through the 11th.
Same
at the
place
same
right here.
location.
We're going to open up, there's a bunch of other ballrooms that are going to be opened up for that action as well, so there's going to be more games. A lot of more retro games coming out here. Also, I mean, retro game was in full representation. We had pretty good bracket for Super Turbo, which I got 4th in. And then also, hey, I did get 2nd in Alpha 2, so I'm happy about that. But we are going to have more, I mean, really, and going back to what me and Arturo were talking about, what Yipes said about, like, how great this is a time in the FGC where a lot of the classic games are seeing revivals. I mean, including even Vampire Savior is increasing in numbers. We're still seeing some really good new blood and competition in Super Turbo. Alpha 2 is kind of on the come up too, because I really love that game. But I mean, SF4 has still been able to stay together and stay strong through a lot of those through its community and the support it's received. Very much similar to the Ultimate Marvel 3 community, which has done a fantastic job staying competitive. And I look forward to seeing other things as well, such as Cap vs. SNK 2, which I'm always honored to do commentary for. So shout outs to that. Shout outs to Big E and his staff for having me, for having us. It's always, I love coming out to these tournaments because, like, this is one of the tournaments as well where it really celebrates the community. Like, people come together, everybody knows people, like, about that. So if you get a chance to come out of Summer Jam NEC, like, it's going to be a good time. Like, it's a very welcoming environment up here in Philly, and it's always been, like, one of my favorite tournaments to attend up here.
Absolutely.
As well. And also just, I mean, the way, one more thing I want to point out about Street Fighter 4 as well is, like, we didn't see any rust. Like, we didn't see any people, like, saying, like, oh, you could tell they haven't played SF4 in, like, 3 or 4 years. Like, people weren't dropping things. Like, Solid hit every single one-frame link on the board, and I cannot emphasize that enough. And also the conversions that SMUG was getting there. I mean, if you could clip some of that stuff, like a red focus cancel, like, in a mid-combo, and then building enough meter to get that into an EX combo, into an EX move, into the combo, into the stun. Just unbelievable stuff that we're seeing on display here. Like, nobody's missed a beat. Like, people are still playing this game like it's 2015.
That's right.
And that is awesome.
A lot of similarities of this game and Street Fighter V have been joined together to help create the drive gauge in Street Fighter 6.
Yes.
So, a focus attack, parry, depending on how long you hold it, parts of the V reversal, parts of the V shift system are both going to be making an appearance in some form in Street Fighter 6. So
absolutely,
it's good to see.
And you see some of the footage too, and some of the footage and some of the combos you're seeing look exactly like FADCs.
Right.
And that just is just a brilliant, beautiful thing to see.
It is.
And I like how all of that is coming together. I mean, I'm even seeing some shades of some alpha counters happening. And I love having strong defense in Street Fighter. So that's something that, like, I'm really proud of and I love to see as well. And that's just excellent. But being able to just see this game played at this high standard, just in general to see Street Fighter being played at this high standard, gives me a lot of hope for the new blood, the future generations, and the future titles coming out, and how much of these mechanics we could continue to bring forward. But watching Solid's Ryu was just like was just very inspiring to see.
Yes.
Because he really showed how well-rounded and also damaging that character can be in the right hands.
Absolutely. And that's the fun thing about Ryu also. He has everything that you need. He's the greatest player for having, or a character for having anything you need in any situation. Good normals, decent ranging normals, fireball, uppercut for the anti-air, the Tatsu to get through other fireballs. I mean, he's a great all-around character.
And he makes great reads, too.
Yes.
Like, he's a character you can make some excellent reads with. And we saw Solid doing a lot of those with his defensive prowess. But again, I mean, who's going to take the crown from SMUG? SMUG has won consecutive tournaments and majors in a row here.
That's right.
Almost earning somewhat of a salary from Ultra SF4. And, you know, it's only going to make his content on YouTube even better. Like, he's one of my favorite content creators in the FGC and really shows the way for a lot of players and personalities and people to make it.
Yes.
To make it in the scene and be like the professional player and live and survive and not just and thrive on it and just all around being awesome. So, you know, he's going to have a really fun flight home. And so this absolutely, to close it out, was an honor doing this. Always love working with you, Kate.
It's
You're
great.
always
I know, we have a great time.
We do. It's always excellent like that. And so I am going to sign out. I got to fly back home to Miami and kind of regather myself. I'll be at East Coast Throwdown doing some things as well. I'll also be at CEO Taku.
Cool.
Those are going to be some of my next stops as well on the Team Chris tour. So, you know, hopefully, you know, if I'm running into you, shout me out. You know, I'll say hi. I'll take, hey, and even, you know what else? This is a hot take. Even if I lose and get eliminated, I will take a picture with you.
Oh, my goodness. Gee. That's awesome.
I'm not naming names of the people who complain about that and say they don't want to do it. Sponsored players who are paid to be there. But if I lose, and you can take a picture with me. Yeah.
But yeah, hope you guys are having an awesome time. And you know, just like Chris was saying, a couple of tournaments that are coming up right around the corner.